Hey guys, it's Anthony of the Rag Company, and in today's video we are transforming the disgusting interior of this retired forestry truck into something worth sitting in. I think I'm just gonna rip it. Shit, anybody wanna buy a truck watching this? Oh my god! All right guys, so that's a sneak peek on what to expect from this video, but what's the backstory on this truck here? Well, this is a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 that was a service truck for the Forestry Service at one time. Now, what about the rest of its life, right? Well, it was actually owned by my sister-in-law, which actually gave up on this truck. It wasn't running until about a week ago. It sat for close to 8 months being untouched, and before that, I can't even imagine the last time it was detailed because it's absolutely disgusting. Now, she actually gave this truck to me and my wife because she honestly didn't know what to do with it. She was about to send it to the junkyard, and I said, well, let me see if I can fix it. So a new water pump, new belt, a new thermostat later, and this thing is running pretty smooth, but this interior is disgusting. It's absolutely one of the worst I've seen in recent weeks, and it needs a deep clean. So now we're gonna try to take this thing from being absolutely disgusting into something worth driving and worth sitting in. Now it's gonna take a lot of work because this thing is filthy. It's filled with trash, leaves, spilled drinks, you name it, but fortunately it doesn't have carpet in it, which is actually a pretty great thing. Because it was an ex-forestry truck, it actually has the rubber liner on the bottom, which should be relatively easy to clean, but there's other things that we need to do before that. We are going to be removing the front seats on this truck, and that is a risk that I'm willing to take. We've talked about seat removal in our past videos and how whether you should or shouldn't do that. I feel confident and comfortable doing that myself, so I will be removing the front seats out of here with the help of Gabe behind the camera, and we're gonna get this thing cleaned up. We're gonna be filming this in my own way, which is a POV first-person view with the GoPro with some supporting shots from this main cam here to show you the process and what I would do in a situation like this. So with that said, we gotta grab a trash can and start emptying out all this crap before we can get started. All right, guys, so head mount is on, and these are the tools I'm gonna be using today for the most part. I might have to grab a couple more things from inside, but just kind of give you a quick run through. I'm gonna be using Terminator Enzyme Spot and Stain Remover, Xpress Interior Cleaner, and then I'm also gonna be using the Colourlock Strong Cleaner. So those should kind of make up most of the stuff I'm gonna be using. Like I said, if I have to grab anything else, I will. I do have a drill brush with the attachment on here, along with a Detail Factory brush. I have my trusty nut busting torque wrench that I love using. I have a VLB brush, a Colourlock brush, an interior scrub mitt, another Colourlock brush, a wrench, and a ton of B-grade towels, because I think these are going to be pretty much throwaways after the time I'm done with them. So giving you kind of a lay of the land here and kind of walking you through. This is the truck. Here's what we're looking at. So first thing you see when you get in the interior, obviously there's trash from the repairs from last week, but this thing is absolutely filthy. Everything from dog hair to leaves to dirt, spilled drinks, all sorts of sticky stuff is pretty much everywhere. These door jambs, these running liners here, they're caked with so much crap, it's disgusting. And then going into the rear seat, this is probably the worst. Now, fun fact that door doesn't open, so I can't show you from that side, but this blanket is fused to this leather seat. Disgusting. Literally, it's, guys, is that sick or what? I don't even know what it is. It looks like caramel, maybe a milkshake. This is moldy inside here. But this stuff has all been dried. I mean, this truck sat for, like I said, 7 to 8 months, completely untouched, unrunning, in an apartment complex parking lot, in the sun, baking nonstop. And so down below, underneath here, underneath this blanket, more and more crap, more and more spilled stuff. It's pretty sick. So we're gonna start off by pretty much removing all the stuff out of here. So all these boxes gotta go. I think I'm just gonna rip it. That's sick. That's disgusting. Oh, it smells bad, dude. Oh my God. Okay, all right, well, let's give this a better look at the rear seat. Didn't get any better. All right, so other than that, I think most of the stuff's been removed. I think that, like I said, the previous owner, my wife's sister, she cleared out a lot of this stuff, but I can't even imagine if this is cleared out, what did that look like before that? I have no freaking idea. So we're gonna grab our torque wrench, grab a wrench, and we're gonna get these seats removed with the help of Jimmy or Gabe. Who's gonna be the strength, the muscle? All right, let's do it. Holy crap. I didn't even know, what is this stuff? You wanna start collecting some money or what? You wanna get paid for this job? Start grabbing all this change. Oh crap, man. Scrapers.
Let's see how much money we've got here.
Change, rings. Some type of mount of some sort. Oh, I think that's actually mine. I need that. There's got to be $5 in here.
At least.
A Canadian coin? Why is this? Why is this even in here? Sick, hey, man. Anthony. Honestly, we should be wearing gloves.
What are the chances you eat this?
0.
You got to give me a ratio. What are the chances?
Literally 0%.
You got to live on the edge.
And that's living on an edge that I don't feel comfortable living on. I'm rich.
It works. It does work. Good. Oh my. Even Levi thinks it's gross. And you've been a detailer for 20-something years.
All right, so time to start doing a pre-soak here on the interior. Now that I have a good look with all the crap everywhere, there's still stuff, but this looks like caramel to me. It's exactly what it looks like. And so I'm hoping the cleaner might be able to break it down. I might have to kind of pick at it. I'm gonna start soaking this down in Xpress, and I'm talking pretty liberally. I want this to start softening things up. See if there's some leather under there. Yeah. These are gonna be throwaway towels, 100%. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, that activated it. Let's get that strong cleaner over there. And let's get the Colourlock brush. I'm gonna see if I have a plastic scraper. Do you just want to toss that? Oh man. Oh, wow. There we go. See if I can just pick this off. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do from here, I'm actually going to grab some microfiber towels. I'm gonna get them extremely hot with hot water, and then I'm actually gonna lay them on here to soften up the rest of this and remove it. Most of the major chip stuff I got off there. So now it's just a matter of the stuff that's really caked on. And so get some towels, get them wet, hot water, and then just let them soak on here to start to break some of this stuff down. I might do that on the rest of the seat over there as well, because this is just getting to be a little bit too much work and I'm losing time. So let's do it. Hot towels, baby. I'm just gonna let those.
Loosen up the leather and then
allows you to pull everything off.
So what I'm doing, basically, since that's essentially candy, a rock hard candy, I need to soften it up, right? And so I mentioned before, if I were to use a heat gun, right, just to warm it up, it probably would have started to melt it, but it would have also potentially damaged the leather or the vinyl. So I didn't want to do that either. So hot wet towel is going to start softening that stuff up. And realistically, I'll probably use a wet towel for everything else here, because going in and trying to do like a dry wipe or doing a wipe with just a cleaner, trying to clean that up, it's not going to be as effective as some wet towels. And so I think for this specific purpose, wet towels, go back over it with more cleaner, and that'll kind of get us on the right track. And in terms of all the rest of this stuff, I think maybe spraying hot water in an IK multi-sprayer to kind of start loosening up some of this stuff, and then coming in with the drill brush will loosen up the rest of it. But this seat being the worst right here, this is kind of what was needed and necessary. But I mean, if you want to check this out though, look at that, how much work it's done already. And if I throw in a little bit of cleaner on here, that will kind of melt that even faster.
What's that on the back right? Is that tearing the leather? Or is that just...
That is a stuck-on piece of paper. All right, guys, so I've been working in the Strong Cleaner, and this is doing amazing. Seriously, I am actually blown away at how good of a job this is doing. And so I'm gonna come back through with a damp microfiber towel again and kind of clean up any residue. But so far, I've just been working the top, and this stuff is literally cutting right through everything. It's cleaning up all the threading. It's making this look, I hate to say it, like new. Jimmy, can you fling me a dry towel, please? That's pretty amazing. I'm not just saying that. All right, guys, so now that the seat is done and clean, I mean, this looks absolutely awesome. Seriously, I'm very impressed. I'm impressed that there wasn't any holes or anything like that in the seat, because it's really in like new condition. So now it's time to knock out the rear door cards here. I just want to get the rear done so I can move on to the front and the dash and everything. So this door doesn't open, like I mentioned. Latch just doesn't work. So I'm going to be kind of getting in here with the interior scrub mitt. So this is actually just a hand scrub mitt that works exceptionally well. It kind of reminds me of the VLB in terms of cleaning power, but we're also using this with Xpress. So I'm going to spray the product into the mitt itself, spray it onto the door, because what's the worst that can happen, right? And then we're going to start scrubbing from top to bottom. This mitt seriously is amazing. And take our towel. Oh yeah, big improvement. What do you think, Dane? All right, guys, so that milk stain smell is starting to get to me. It's pretty bad. It was really, really gross. So I definitely think that this is gonna need an ozone treatment, but I got that other rear plastic panel knocked out, but this one will hopefully show you guys a little bit of a better visual on how well this is gonna clean up with this scrub pad here. So Xpress Interior Cleaner into this. I just got done rinsing it so it is a little damp. Spray it onto our door panels. And like I said, I'm spraying it on quite literally everything. I'm gonna need a more Xpress Interior Cleaner, Dane. I'm blowing through this stuff. So. Actually cleaned up pretty good. What do you think?
That looks a lot better.
Yeah. Wow. This truck's starting to look more and more okay. Right?
Ready for a used car lot.
It is ready for a used car lot, indeed. All right, same thing like we do with the other side. Spraying product into our brush. Get inside the speaker gaps here. All right, so Dane pointed out something pretty strange, man. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm sitting in the truck and he's like, man, these seats have a horrible spray job. They're like green or something. I'm like, what are you talking about, Dane? It's a silver interior. It's a mist gray interior. Boy, was I wrong. Look at these seats. These seats are green. All right, guys, so now that both door panels are done, those look pretty great, man. I think all the door panels turned out surprisingly good, Minus this one, I can only get to kind of half of it, but now we're gonna work on our way to the dash. I'm gonna start kind of a section at a time, so I'm gonna knock out kind of this area here, then move over to the middle, then move over to the driver's side, just so I can kind of separate it and work each individual thing. We're gonna do, start here, start soaking this down with Xpress, and kind of let that dwell for a second. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do kind of like just a knockdown wipe with a new clean towel. And I think that'll give me a pretty good starting point just to get on all this. It's just dirt. It really is dirt. And oh crap, I just broke that more. You know, yeah, okay, well, I'll be gentle around that. That was a good break. That was like, that snapped right through. These things are brittle. Holy smokes. Okay, so there's that. Flip this over, new clean side. Get some more Xpress. I'm telling you guys, Xpress has been pretty much the main meat and bones of this detail so far. It has done some serious work. It's my road mask.
Okay. Oh.
Make sure to clean all the cracks and crevices. Literally, the cracks. Make sure to get all those. Get them all. Make sure they're all detailed, right? Don't want to miss anything. Something tells me that it wasn't the Forest Service that caused most of this damage. What do you think?
It depends. Does your sister-in-law do some heavy shopping?
I don't know what she does. I don't know what she did in this thing, man. To be honest, you know, like it looks lived in, possibly. I mean that with love, Devin. If you watch this, I mean that with love. Now, for people wondering, can you spray Xpress directly onto electronics and stuff like that? I would probably apply it with a brush, but I'm just straight up, I'm just trying to get this clean. So I don't think it's gonna damage anything. Yeah, use this. Do this technique at your own risk for sure.
Get the lines, you know. I don't have a line. I'm not ready. How do you feel right now detailing this truck?
I don't know how I feel, Gabe. I feel I feel a little used. I don't know what the right word is to use, but who's gonna do this, right? Somebody's gotta do it.
I mean, your market value for resale might go up too.
It's a free truck. Doing what I can.
Dude, I think you should sell it.
You should. Anybody want to buy a truck watching this? Dude, here's the other thing though, Gabe. Gabe, people love second gens. No matter how crappy they are, this thing runs good. Believe it or not, this only has 131,000 miles, which may be believable depending on what your experiences are with Dodge trucks, but what was that? This towel I'm specifically going to use for just this task here. So spraying all this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, like let it down. Look at the side.
Pretty sick indeed. Oh my God, it closed. Oh, all right, so now that we got that center area cleaned up, I got to knock out the boot for the 4-wheel drive. This is going to be bad. I'm just letting everybody know. I don't know what's down in there, but I think it's going to be pretty bad. So here's my towel, my throwaway towel for reference. That it's going to be pretty much just used for this, and then it's going to go. Yeah, that's sick. Oh my God.
Show the camera right there. Yeah, Jimmy, look at this. So hard. If you don't know combo, that's fine, but...
All right, so now that we've got this all cleaned up, the boot looks 100 times better. Now we're gonna move on to the top of the dash here and then work our way down to the steering wheel, bottom of the center column, or driver's column, I should say. We're gonna do the same thing, just kind of a knockdown with a towel. And after we knock it down, we'll come in with our brush and get all the details, cracks and crevices, as I've been saying that once. Okay, it's drill brush time, baby. We're moving on to the main event. All right, guys, so it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the infamous drill brush on the this liner here, right? I want to get it cleaned up because this is arguably the worst looking part of the entire truck. And so for this, I'm bringing out the big guns. I'm using Power Clean at 1:1 inside here, and I have an IK multi-sprayer with warm water. So I want to do a test spot right here in the middle just to see what kind of result we can get. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to spray, get this adjusted here, get that sprayed down, And then from there, we're gonna do power clean. Oh, and that's gonna start melting that away for sure. And then into the drill brush too. And we're gonna start working this middle section. Oh, sick. No way did the battery just die. Well, let's just wipe this up. We'll just see what that did. Oh yeah. That's gonna work, Jimmy. A little bit.
It's clean. Right?
Yeah. Oh, he's the guy who did all of the, he's the guy that did all of
All right, guys, so here we are on the driver's side. I got the passenger floor done, and honestly, I can't believe it turned out so good. I mean, everybody that's been walking by, they saw what it looked like beforehand, and they're walking by like, holy crap, dude. And yeah, Jimmy was amazed. This is the first time he's ever seen floors like this get cleaned. And like Levi said earlier, you could pressure wash this. I mean, if you really wanted to. I think that this is going to be more satisfying, seeing the drill brush in action. I think it's also going to give me a better finish because I have a little bit more control over my spray and over my product that I'm using. But I couldn't be happier. I mean, this is clean.
And there's the sludge. Kind of just picking at it a little bit, trying to be careful not to damage the liner itself, but just kind of piss and at an angle, just lightly pushing it. Sludge.
All right, guys, this is it, man. This is what detailing is all about. Seriously, I'm not just saying that because this is my new to me truck, but this is wild. I mean, everybody who has went and come check this out, they can't believe it. I mean, this floor cleaned up so well. It really is amazing, and I think it kind of just raised the level of the rest of the truck. Even though there's literally cracks and crevices, there is holes in the dash, it still looks clean. Like, it looks good still, and that's probably the most impressive part. And the whole idea is just to make this a better place to drive for the time being and however long I own this truck for. So before we get the front seats in, because we're gonna clean those, we're not gonna do as deep of a clean on them. You kind of saw what we did here. I'm gonna try to find a replacement front seat, or at least some front seat covers, so I don't wanna spend too much time cleaning them. I'll probably wipe them down on camera so you guys can see just what a quick wipe would look like, but realistically, I'd rather take care of these rear seats since these are in better condition. So we've already cleaned them with the Colourlock Strong Cleaner. We already wiped them down with a damp microfiber towel. So now all we need to do is condition them. So for this, I'm going to be using the Colourlock conditioner. So this is safe for coated leathers. It's safe for full grain leather. But what I'm going to be doing is giving this a quick shake. I'm going to be applying it via the towel. You can also use an applicator if you would like. I just think I'm going to be faster this way. So I'm going to apply my conditioner product onto a corner of the towel like that, jump up here, and then begin working it in. And so a little goes a long way. It's like the rest of the Colourlock product. So that's going to go in like that, and this is going to add our UV protection. So this truck has no tint. So and holy crap, this is dry, because that just sucked that right in. I mean, this is a coated leather, or a coated vinyl. This is a fake leather, but it can still dry out, and that literally just sucked that moisture in, because you can tell that this probably has never seen a conditioner in its life. And I'll just be doing this process for the rest of the seat here. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna knock this out, and then I'm going to probably knock out the windows next before we put in the front seats. I feel like it's gonna be easiest to get to the windows now. Windows, and I'm gonna touch up the headliner. So any areas I see some dirt on, I'm gonna touch up the headliner as well. Then we'll clean the seats, throw them in, we'll be done. All right, guys, so we're finally onto the windows now. I'm gonna show you this one window for reference because I'm gonna knock out everything off camera. I just kinda wanna show you my technique. So since these have been cleaned in pretty much years, maybe, possibly, I have no idea. I'm going to do like a knockdown method. So I'm gonna grab this towel right over here. So I'm gonna use a first towel to kind of get off all the major grime. I'm pretty sure that based on all these vape pods we found in the truck that she's vapes maybe in the truck. So I'm going to spray this down, get all that gunk off. I'm using G-Technics G6. It's a perfect glass. And then what I'm gonna do is that, holy crap, that made a huge difference. Wow. Do that one more time, knock it down. And then I'm gonna come back through with the black diamond to get the rest. So now that that's clean, grabbing our black diamond here, I'm gonna do just a couple sprays, take our black diamond to it, and I'm gonna do the boxing method, go up all the way around, and then go up and down. Flip it one more time. Wow, can see out of this bad boy. All right, so we are on the last step here. We're gonna get these seats cleaned up to the best of our abilities. Like I said before, I wanna try to find a replacement set of front seats, at least for either replace this one or the whole bench if I can. I'll just see what I can find at the junkyard and kind of go from there. But anyway, there's not much we can do to make that look better, but I will kind of vacuum everything up and clean everything up really quick. So what I think is we'll just get the strong leather cleaner out again, get the brush from Colourlock, do a quick scrub down, vacuum them, call it a day, throw them in the truck, and then I'll be driving like a true truck driver, right? First truck. This is my first truck. Can you believe that? Isn't that funny? Always been a small car kind of guy, but I definitely feel more manly. So, all right, let's get this thing vacuumed, Jimmy, and then let's get to scrubbing, get this thing back installed. All right, so I got Jimmy in here to help me clean these seats. So Jimmy, you're gonna be on the VLB brush. I'm gonna be on the Colourlock brush here. So we're just gonna send it. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. So what we're gonna do, I am just going to give you enough strong cleaner on here to where you're not gonna run out. So you're just gonna start. Is this the right way to do this? Absolutely not. But you know what? What's the worst that's gonna happen? So I'm gonna apply my cleaner onto my brush. And since this seat is in okay shape, minus the really weird blue color, we're just gonna start scrubbing. Yeah. All right, guys, and that is a wrap. And what a day it has been. We started around 9 a.m., finished a little after 3:30, so roughly 6.5 hours of detailing and filming included. And this is our final result. And I'm amazed. I seriously couldn't be happier. Who knew there was a decent looking interior under all of that dirt? I mean, granted, there are some larger cracks than there are crevices, and there's quite a few broken pieces, but this is a much nicer place to be and to sit in while I figure out what to do with this truck. I mean, this transformation is definitely transformation title worthy in my opinion, and everybody that's come out from the media building to check out the before and after has been blown away as well. They said, Anthony, this interior is a lost cause. There's no point in making a video on this. And they saw this and they said they couldn't believe it, right? And so big shout out to Xpress Interior Cleaner for tackling roughly 90% of everything on this interior. I mean, seriously, you guys saw how much I used. I used roughly 2 bottles of it, and it got everything. And so the floors, Power Clean was much needed for those. The G-Technic Glass Cleaner, amazing. The Colourlock Leather Cleaner and Conditioner, and then, you know, water, really damp microfiber towels. Who knew that they were so useful? So all the different techniques and all the different tools I used in this was real world stuff. There was nothing we did off camera to get this final result. I mean, you guys saw everything I did, and this is what happened, right? And so a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of tools, tricks, techniques, and some good products, and this is the end result. So hopefully you guys learned something new, right? And one thing I do want to show you before you leave, because speaking of tools and towels and things like that, this right here is full of all of the microfiber towels that we use for this detail. I'm not kidding. This is literally full of towels. And they were B grades. We pulled them just to use as throwaway towels, right? Things that wouldn't be used again because they're filled with sand, they're filled with stuff that we wouldn't want to put back onto another car. And so, but that's how many towels we use. I'm not saying that's how many towels you have to use, but that's what we ended up using on today's detail. So guys, crazy day. Couldn't be happier with the outcome. Who knows? We'll see what happens with the rest of the truck. The exterior is a little rough, but who knows, right? Who knows what could happen? So hopefully you guys like this video. And if you do, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more videos right here at The Rag Company.